Hello, good day everyone. So now we will discuss about current mirror or current source. So basically, most of our integrated circuits are designed by a current source that is typically also designed by a common source here. Um, this current source will design in a common this current source design using a common source has an advantage because this gain, the intrinsic gain, given this bias current here is ideal, we could get as much as the intrinsic gain of GM are out. So because we would assume that the impedance here is infinite, so we could get as much as the gain, the highest gain of GMR out. And using this, we can improve the biasing capability of our circuit. So in our current sources, typically we are biased um, by a single transistor. This MOSFET could be biased by a single transistor or a cascade of transistors like here. There's a bit a challenge here because um, given in an integrated circuit, it could be designed by a hundred, thousand, or a million of amplifier operating at different conditions. So they are biased um, with with many operating conditions. So it could vary, and it it is very challenging, especially when these circuits are battery operated, and whenever the battery is depleted, this bias could change. So it is very important for us to have in an integrated circuit to have a stable biases so that current mirror comes into the picture para ma-solve yung isang challenge na yan. Kasi pag marami naman, mahirap talaga kung at different current source, at different condition, marami sila mag-design ka for that specific. So, yun, gagamitin natin yung current mirror para ma-solve yung isang problem na yun. At isang challenge pa nila is, have you remembered the drain current equation? 1/2 mu n cux WL VGS minus VT. This drain current equation here, assuming we don't consider the channel length modulation. As you can see, this VT here and this mu n is temperature dependent. So with that, there is a chance that this current could change because kung iinit yung device mo, then tataas din yung drain current mo and so on. So with that, we need a current source that is insensitive. Hindi siya magbabari kung basta-basta na lang because there is a change of temperature and also yon. So, dalawa yung challenge natin with this circuit. First is we have many amplifiers or many devices within an IC that have um, many operating condition. And pangalawa is the temperature dependency of VT and mu n. So yun, with that, with those challenges mentioned, we have to solve it using, we can solve it by using a current mirror. So instead na magdi-design ka isa-isa with that IREF, yung current source, which is, it would take a lot of effort also, it would take a lot of space. It would be ideal to use an IREF. An IREF na lang, then i-mirror mo. Gagamitin mo is current mirror. So, i-mirror mo yung very constant na IREF, hindi siya sensitive sa temperature, hindi siya sensitive sa process variation, ika-copy mo lang using a current mirror na technique. So this current mirror here could create a copy of this IREF, or it can have a multiple of that IREF, or it could have a fraction of that IREF. So, depende sa pag-size mo ng circuit ng current mirror mo, you could create the same or exact IREF or multiple of that current reference or a fraction of that IREF. So, how would we design a current mirror using a MOSFET? So, remember that our IREF or our MOSFET here, this MOSFET, let's say this is M1, is a voltage control device. So, this is, ano ba? This, nag-diode connected na siya. Anyway, this MOSFET here could have an equation of, balik natin, 1/2 mu n CUX WL and VGS minus VT square, given that this is in saturation. So with that, our drain current here, itong ID1 na mag-flow dito, would create a proportional IREF or a copy of IREF given na yung VGS natin would be a proportional sa voltage din dito. So, how would we do that? So, i-control natin itong VGS na mag-change siya with respect na yung ID1 natin magiging IREF is by using this diode connected source. So, basically, sa diode connected source, we short the gate and the drain dito na MOSFET. So, itong black box na ito is ito na to. Iyon na yon. So, i-connect natin yung gate at saka drain. So, with that, yung drain at saka gate natin, VD is equal to the gate voltage. So, yun yung effect ng diode connected. Since ang VD equal to VG, since they are shorted together, then we can assure that it is always VDS is greater than VGS minus the threshold. So, nag-subtract ka ng dito, so it's always na ang VDS dito always greater than. So with that, this MOSFET here always in saturation since they are equal. So pag kinonnect mo yan in diode connected source, this is always in saturation region. And also, balik tayo sa equation ng drain current, ID 1/2 mu n CUX WL VGS minus VTH square. So, paano na naman natin makontrol yung ID1? So, given this and this gate source, dapat yung gate to source natin dito is equal din dito. Connect na dito, yan. So, itong gate to source natin, yun na magiging gate VGS din ng M1 dito. So, how would we control that? So, given this equation, 1/2 mu n CUX WL VGS minus VTH squared, and we can assume or we can simplify this 1/2 mu n CUX WL could be denoted as K, then our drain current could be given as K VGS minus VT, VT squared. Then our drain current or the IREF could be given as, wait. So basically yon magiging kay VGS minus VT squared. Simplifying that, we can, since this drain current here is equal to IREF, you can get IREF is equal to K VGS minus VT squared. So simplifying that, this VGS here could be given as IREF over K plus VT. So depending on the value of the current reference, we can say that this VGS can be varied. So if magiging malaki to, then our VGS would increase also. So magdedepende yung VGS value natin pag mag-characterize na tayo with the value of IREF. Okay, so considering that we have already used the diode connected, and considering also that all device parameters are equal, then the IREF here is equal to ID1. IREF is equal to ID1. Diba, kanina we have mentioned if this this MOSFET here is a di-connectant, then we can assure that this is always in saturation. And with that fact, if ever na saturation na siya, ang isa na lang natin i-consider and make sure is this MOSFET here, let's say M1, is always in saturation. So if we consider that this is always in saturation, take note and remember the drain source voltage equation that must be greater than VGS1 is greater than VGS1 minus VT, and this VGS1 is just equal to the VGS here since they are connected and the VDS of this ref MOSFET. And let us consider if since the devices are equal except for the WL. So with that, ang WL lang hindi equal, so we can consider that CUX and VT, wait, where's my eraser? VT are equal, CUX and VT are equal for MREF and M1. So we can say the IREF is equal to 1/2 mu n CUX WL ref times VGS minus VTH squared. And for the ID1, we have 1/2 mu n CUX WL of 1 VGS minus VTH squared. If we take the ratio of the ID1 over IREF, what we can get is, substitute the equation, so 1/2 mu n CUX WL VGS minus VTH squared all over 1/2 mu n CUX WL of ref VGS minus VTH squared. Nakalimutan kong 1 dito. Okay, so since mu n CUX are equal and this VGS minus VTH are equal, then the ratio of our ID1 over IREF is equal to WL1 over WL ref. With that, we can say if ang ating WL1 and WL ref are equal, then we can say that ID1 is equal to Iref, given these are equal. But what if our WL1 is equal to 5 times the WL ref? So what would be our ID1 now? So with the equation here, the ratio of the ID1 and Iref, we can get WL1 over WL ref times Iref. So the value of WL1 daw is 5 times bigger than the WL ref. So we have 5, substitute the WL1, WL ref. 5 times daw siya. And we have WL ref. So, Iref. So, cancel out. So, our ID1 here is equal to 5 times Iref. So, we can conclude that using a current mirror, we can really generate a multiple or a fraction of the Iref depending on how we size the WL. So next we consider the channel length modulation. So I forgot to mention that when we design a circuit or a circuit in an IC, most of the time the designer would have a fixed length para hindi mahirapan yung layout engineer natin. So with that, we can change the ratio of WL by changing the width of the MOSFET. So in continuation, we will describe the effect of the channel length modulation, because basically earlier we have derived the ratio or the response or the characteristic of the drain current with respect to Iref, and how can the ratio of WL affect the value of the drain currents that you are designing. So in reality, actually yung drain current natin would change with respect sa VDS1. So hindi siya linear na katulad nito. It would vary with respect to VDS1. So as much as we want, this VDS1 is the effect of the channel length modulation or the channel length modulation. So if we consider that the drain current ID1 is equal to Iref earlier, this ID is equal to ID1, yung M1 natin, yung drain current ng M1, it can occur basically if our VDS1 is equal to the VGS, since 'di ba, if we have this diode connected and current, yan, this is diode connected, and okay, so this VGS here, they are same VGS sa MREF natin at saka yung M1 natin. If this is equal, yung VDS ng M1 natin is equal to VGS, then our current here, ID and Iref, are equal. But basically, this drain current would change if ang drain to source voltage natin would also change. So if we consider VDS have a slight change, let's say VDS1, it has a corresponding change of our drain current ID1 plus change of ID1, so a little bit of ID1. And since ID1 is equal to Iref, it can have Iref plus change of Iref also. this small change of IREF can be represented by lambda VDS. So we have IREF plus IREF times lambda VDS. So this current here can be equated as IREF 1 plus lambda VDS. So this lambda VDS is the change or the channel length modulation factor that would change our current. So this IREF and this is basically, since they are equal, then ID1 plus change of ID1 is equal to IREF times 1 plus lambda VDS. Okay, and this lambda here is equivalent to inversely proportional to 1 over VA, and this VA here is known as the early voltage. Okay, so lambda is equal to 1 over VA. Okay, so next we will so please take note of this formula as we will try to derive the ratio of ID1 and IREF considering the channel length modulation. Considering the ID, the drain current plus change of ID1 is equal to ngayon, IREF times 1 plus lambda VDS 1. So what we can get is that ID, it's just equivalent to this. So ID, so if we consider first the ID or the drain current at ID1, we can say that ID plus change of ID1 is equivalent to 1/2 mu n CUX WL mu n CUX WL VGS minus VTH squared. And for the IREF, we can have IREF 1 plus lambda VDS1. We could also have 1/2 mu n CUX WL of the reference. This is for 1, the MOSFET 1, VGS minus VTH squared. So if we get the ratio of ID1 with respect to IREF, so we have ID plus change of ID1 is equal over IREF 1 plus lambda VDS1, and we have 1/2 mu n CUX WL VGS minus VT squared. This is 1/2 mu n CUX WL ref VGS minus VT squared. So basically this would cancel. If they are equal, then we could have the drain current 1 plus change of ID1 is equal to WL 1 over WL of the reference MOSFET times IREF 1 plus lambda VDS. Okay, so this would be the value of the ratio of the ID plus change of IDS1. This would be the value of ID1 plus change of ID1. It is equal to the WL1 over WL ref times IREF 1 plus lambda VDS. Okay? Can be written. Simplify nga natin. So we have IRF. Ilabas natin yung IRF para it can be emphasized. IRF WL1 WL ref 1 plus lambda BDS 1. Okay, so this is ID 1 plus change of ID 1. Okay, so next we'll consider yung effect ng channel length modulation with respect to sa kung PMOS yung gagamitin natin. So basically, if we have a current mirror using a PMOS, actually they are the same with the NMOS na current mirror since they are still diode connected, and this is the gate, this is the drain. What we need to make sure is para mag-work siya is yung M1 natin must be in saturation. So this is VDS1 must be greater than VGS minus VT. And the ratio of the drain current of 1 is same with the earlier sa NMOSFET natin. Magiging ID1 equal to WL1 over WL ref times IREF. If we can consider na may channel length modulation siya, then we add nito, WL1 over WL ref times IREF times 1 plus lambda VDS if we consider the channel length modulation. ID1 plus change of ID1. Okay, so next let's try to solve an example if we could use the current mirror. Okay, let's take a look for an example. So we have here our IRF here flowing through this branch, and this MREF here is diode connected with M1, so we can say that our ID1 is equal to WL1 over WL ref IREF, and our ID2, since the gate of our M2 is also connected with the gate of our MREF and M1, so we can say we have ID2 is equal to WL2 over WL ref times IREF. How about ID3? ID3, actually this ID2 and ID3 are flowing in the same direction, so we can say ID2 and ID3 are equal. So ID2. Okay, how about ID4? So this M3 here serves as the reference for M4 when we are having a current mirror. So the ID2 or ID3 is our new reference. So ID4 is equal to WL4 over WL3. Or we can say that, kulang pa, times ID2. ID2. May kulang pa. ID2 or ID3. So since they're equal, so we can say ID2. And this ID2 is equal to, here. So first we have to derive what is ID1 given we put some values in it. So we say that this M1 here is twice the WL sa reference ng MREF. So twice the WL ref. And let's say this M2 here is 3 times the WL of the reference. And let's say here the WL3 of M3 is 3 times also with the WL ng reference. And M4 is 6 times the WL of the ref. So now we calculate those value given those ratios. First, ID1. What is our ID1? ID1 is WL1 over WL ref times IREF. So we have ID1. Ang WL1 daw natin is twice the reference. So 2 times WL ref over WL ref times IREF. So that is our ID1. So our ID1 is equal to 2 times IREF. Okay? So since this would cancel. How about ID2? ID2 is 3 times the WL3. So 3 times na ng WL. So pareho lang ng calculation or approach. So 3 times WL ref. So WL ref would cancel. So we can have ID2 is equal to 3 times IREF. And also our ID3 also is equal to 3 times IREF. How about ID4? ID4 is, ang sabi niya is WL4 over WL3 times ID2. So, we substitute. Yung WL4 daw is 6 times ng WL ref. So, we have 6 times WL ref. How about yung WL3 natin? Yung WL3 natin is 3 times the WL ref. Okay? Times the ID2. And we know that ID2 is equal to 3 times IREF. So this would cancel. So 6 divided 3 is 2. So 2 times 3 is 6 IREF. Okay? So that is our ID4. Okay, so that's how we can get the a fraction or a factor or a multiple of IREF using a current mirror. And as you can see, this ID1 here can be used to bias a source follower, and this ID4 here can be used as a bias also for a common source amplifier. So let's take a look on it on the next slide. Okay, earlier in our first slide, we have actually derived, we show the intrinsic gain of a common source amplifier given an ideal bias, and we get the gain as equal to GMR out, right? So yeah, if you could remember, A is equal to GMR out. And to think that this is in a circuit, everything is realistic, so those ideal have really values in it. So for in this example sa common source amplifier and source follower, as I mentioned earlier, that current mirror can be applied as a bias in it. So this ID4 could be replaced by a current mirror. So if we apply on it, and also it can be applied here in a source follower, but if we apply that current mirror in a common source here, hindi na magiging GMR out yung gain natin. Since this RO1 here, if we have the impedance looking in this drain, we have RO1, and the total resistance looking in this branch, we have RO2 parallel RO1. So the equivalent gain in this common source amplifier would be GM times RO2 parallel RO1. So as you can see, this is actually derived by small signal analysis, but yeah, um, I think you can go back on it and solve this, but really, you can get this gain through the small signal analysis, and this RO2 and RO1 implies that our gain could get lesser, and yeah, and ano pa ba? May drawback siya with stability and gain. And with that, actually, this gain or this structure or topology could be solved by adding a cascade mirror current mirror. So yeah, so let's see if we can still have time to discuss it, but yeah, basically this common source amplifier has a new gain of GMRO2 parallel RO1 given this current mirror as our active load.